Liberty Hill is a talented city for sure, in lots of areas, including the arts. Now, you know, nowadays it's pretty common to find sculpture parks in small towns, but 45 years ago, that wasn't the case, except in Liberty Hill, where you could find sculptures of worldwide renown. So this is the Liberty Hill International Sculpture Park. You may look at it and think, yeah, that's kind of weird. But how it got here is actually pretty cool. So in the 1970s, there was a symposium in Liberty Hill. Sculptors came from all over the world. Germany, Italy, Japan. They lived and worked in Liberty Hill, and using local materials, they were able to create all these sculptures, which they left to the city as a gift. Pretty big gift, although I'm not sure they could ship these back across the pond anyway. All right, so this one was made by a sculptor from Japan. It's called Gateway to Encounter. I wonder what we'll encounter on the other side. I feel like I was just here. Oh, yeah, what are we looking at? It is very bright. Maybe it's broken. Oh yeah, it's not plugged in. Art is a funny thing. What separates the priceless and profound from the junky and juvenile? It's hard to say. But we're gonna visit an artist just outside of town whose art is both junky and juvenile on purpose, but it might also be brilliant. Time to trip into the mind of Terry Tunes. Artist of junk, toys. Look at this. This is a giant Longhorn made out of Barbie doll parts, tiny pistols, and what looks like old McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Can't decide. It's somewhere between disturbing and beautiful. Although I do find this one very appealing. No laughs at all? Ah, tough crowd. You can tell Terry is a kid at heart, but with a rock and roll spirit. Here's the man himself, Terry Tunes Parks. I feel like you rated all my 1980s Happy Meals, man.
Somebody was saying some of the toys are worth some money, but I mean, it's just...
Yeah, I bet they are.
Bits and pieces to us. And this one has some toys missing, because when it was at the library, some kids stole the toys.
Okay.
We got them back, but they give us back more toys than were stolen.
Oh no!
So we were giving some of the kids' own toys.
Oh, that's a good lesson. Don't steal toys, because you gotta get...
does not pay.
Exactly.
At least in Toyland.
Exactly. You mess with toys out here, you go to duck jail. And there's no quacking out of there. So you actually want these to weather out here?
All the different plastics turn to the different colors and the different shades. And some of these have been out here for 10 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, you know, I never really even thought of it as art until everybody started coming out and noticing it and you know, saying, all right, I love your stuff. And I just did it because I got sick and they said I didn't have very long to live.
Wow.
And
so that's the way you wanted to spend your last days, just creating stuff?
Well, it beats sitting around waiting.
That's the truth. Anyone who creates knows that art is therapy. And for Terry, it was a special kind of medicine, as was the music that inspired it.
Tribute to the 13th floor elevators. Rocky has a song called Song to Abe Lincoln. And we found a ceramic Abe Lincoln head.
Austin's own 13th floor elevators basically started the psychedelic music of the 60s, and the lyrics live on in Terry's head.
The eyeball in.
For sure.
And here you got Bull of the Woods, one of their albums.
Oh,
and,
man.
When he came out on stage at the Rolls, he was dressed like a cape and goes, children of the night, what music we make.
Man, I guess I would assume, Terry, that you just sort of started tying a bunch of random stuff together, but you created little vignettes. I'd love to just take a glimpse into your mind, Terry.
When Elevators was on a second-rate little TV show out of Houston in the 60s, and the guy goes, well, who's the head of the band? And Stacy goes, we're all heads, man. That was a term for hippies. And so I started hanging the heads up and everybody started commenting on them. And
Terry works with his brother Scott here in the workshop. And every week they get a box of unwanted toys from the local mission donation site. With them, They've built tributes to Frank Zappa, Willie Nelson, Stevie Ray, and so many others. But not all of Terry's art is left outside to the elements. Some of it goes into his gallery shed for sale.
Army men and tanks and shotgun shells. Well, yeah, look, it's a peace symbol made out of war toys. I like it. American flag. Oh, look at the way the light hits them through there. They all kind of light up and glow. You know, I came in here saying, man, I wish I could get a glimpse into Terry's head, into what he's thinking. But you walk around here and you realize, I am getting a glimpse into Terry's head. This is what's inside his head. It's amazing. You don't worry, these things are coming to life at night, plotting to kill you for doing this to them.
Oh God, no. Now you can get me to thinking.
We see everything. But truthfully, I bet the toys like their new gig, living on in art form for kids of all ages. To see the full episode or to get info about how to visit this spot, trip on over to thedaytripper.com.